Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. Former The White Lotus, Friday Night Lights, and Nashville star Connie Britton is stepping into a new chapter with a heartfelt project premiering on Hallmark. Ahead of the May 5 debut, Britton opened up about how her own experience with motherhood served as the inspiration behind the series. On April 25, First for Women published an interview with Britton, highlighting her deep personal connection to Hallmark's new show, The Motherhood. Britton not only headlines the series, but also created it and serves as executive producer. The concept for the unscripted show grew out of my experience at that time, Britton shared. She explained that she had recently adopted her son Yobi, now 13, when she began filming Nashville. The idea for The Motherhood really stemmed from what I was going through then. I had just moved to Nashville and was still approaching things the way I always had, without realizing how completely motherhood would shift everything. Britton continued, "I didn't know anyone in Nashville. I had a newborn, no established support network, and suddenly found myself working 18-hour days. It was nearly overwhelming, trying to embrace motherhood for the first time while carrying a major role on a series. I had help from a nanny, which I was incredibly grateful for," Britton recalled. "But even with that, I just wanted to be with my son." Now, with more experience and perspective, she reflected, "I stand up for myself more than I used to, and make it a priority to create space for myself." As reported by Deadline, The Motherhood will debut with 2 episodes on May 5. New episodes will follow each Monday, totaling 6, with next-day availability on Hallmark. The show follows Britton and her team as they connect with single mothers who are navigating the balancing act of work, parenting, and personal wellness. The team includes parenting coach Destiny Davis, stylist Taryn Hicks, and DIY and home design expert Angela Rose. Together, they help each mom improve her home environment, refresh her style, and receive empowering parenting guidance. Britton told First for Women, "The show is all about how much responsibility falls on moms and why having a village really matters." She added, "The series reflects everything I've learned in 13 years as a mom and what I continue to learn through this experience." Reflecting on the journey, Britton said, "One of the most rewarding aspects is working alongside other single moms. I gain so much insight from how each of them is managing and persevering." She continued, "I've come to understand that many of us carry this quiet sense of isolation, and we all find different ways to cope. What truly surprised me was how much mental and emotional energy it takes just to think on behalf of another person. That realization hit me hard." The Hallmark Channel, long known for its cozy, heartwarming tales of love, family, and personal redemption, might seem like a surprising pivot for an actress with such a varied resume. But Britton says the move makes perfect sense for her right now. "I wanted to create something meaningful, something that felt like a letter to the people and places that have shaped me," she explained. "This story is about home, and not just the physical place, but the emotional sense of home you carry with you." Though she remained somewhat guarded about the plot details, Britton did share that the series will center on a woman who returns to her small hometown after years away, only to rediscover connections, unresolved relationships, and the versions of herself she left behind. "It's about forgiveness, about finding peace in imperfection," Britton said. "There's a lot of truth in it, more than I'm used to sharing actually." Fans are already speculating that the show may mirror aspects of Britton's own upbringing in Lynchburg, Virginia, a place she's mentioned in previous interviews as formative to her worldview and emotional landscape. While she hasn't confirmed the direct parallels, she did say the writing process was therapeutic and filled with moments of unexpected emotional catharsis. "There were scenes I wrote or helped shape that just poured out of me," she noted. "They came from somewhere very real." Collaborating closely with the Hallmark creative team, Britton is not only starring in the series, but also taking on a co-producer role, a sign of how personally invested she is in the project. "Having a voice behind the scenes means I get to shape the tone and the emotional heartbeat of the series," she explained. It's a dream to be able to do that with material that matters so much to me. This is a shift for Hallmark, too. The network has recently been expanding its content offerings to include more complex and emotionally nuanced days when every plot was strictly about a small-town baker finding love with a big-city businessman. Today's Hallmark is increasingly interested in character-driven narratives, and Britton's new series appears to be right in line with this evolution. "We're thrilled to be working with Connie," a Hallmark spokesperson said in a statement. "Her vision for the series is beautifully intimate and layered, and we believe our audience will deeply connect with it. It's a story about coming home in every sense, and who better to tell that story than someone who's lived it?" The announcement has also sparked excitement on social media, with fans praising Britton for continually choosing roles that highlight authenticity and emotional intelligence. One Twitter user wrote, "Connie Britton doing a Hallmark series that's based on her life? Inject that into my veins." Others commented on how much they appreciate seeing seasoned actors take control of their own narratives. This isn't the first time Britton has worked on something so close to home. In her portrayal of Tammy Taylor on Friday Night Lights, she often spoke about how she drew from her own experience as a mother and partner. Similarly, her role in Nashville reflected her deep love of music and complex female characters. But this new Hallmark series feels different, more introspective, perhaps, and more deliberately crafted as a personal tribute. "There's a kind of power in letting your own story be seen," Britton said during her interview, "and even more so when it can help someone else feel understood." That sentiment seems to be at the heart of her latest venture, not just entertaining an audience, but reaching out to them emotionally, creating a bridge of shared human experience. As for the tone of the show, Britton described it as warm, hopeful, and honest. She says that while the show has its fair share of heart-tugging moments, it ultimately leaves viewers with a sense of comfort. "It's about healing," she said, "and not the kind of healing that happens overnight. The kind that takes time, conversation, and a willingness to revisit the past with gentleness." Production is slated to begin later this year, with the series expected to premiere sometime next spring. Fans can expect a limited run for the first season, with the possibility of additional seasons if the audience response is strong, and based on early buzz, that seems likely. Until then, Britton is taking time to savor the process. "I don't often get the chance to slow down and reflect on this business," she said, "but this show is giving me that, and I think, in a way, that's the real gift." Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.